Hello and welcome to another faculty basic training video here at Mercy College of Ohio. Today what we're going to look at is how to create pages in Canvas, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get back to our sandbox, and I'm looking at the dashboard right now, and I'm going to click on my sandbox course, and we're going to learn how to create pages, and we're going to talk about how to use pages and also how to set a custom home page on your Canvas course. So with anything in Canvas, there's several different ways to do things, and I'll show you one easy way to do it, and I'll also mention other ways you can accomplish the same thing when it comes to creating a page. Now, we have a new module created here that we created in our last video, and let's say we want to add a page to that module. Now, pages are useful and necessary in learning modules to introduce the module, maybe as a place to put instructions for the module, learning objectives, and also as a place to house other content. Maybe you have links to PDF files or to Word documents, or maybe you have images or videos that you'd like to add into a page. So for our learning module number 2, Dan's new module number 2, I want to add a page, and the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to click on the plus, and then I'm going to pull down to Add Content Page. And once I do that, I'll see any pages that already exist in my course, but I can click on New Page, and I can go ahead and name it. And once I name it, I will click on Add Item, and you can see my new page occurs here. There is a grayed out icon, which means it's not yet published. And if I click on this, you'll see that there's nothing in the page because we haven't placed any content on it. When we're ready to put content on our page, we simply go up to the right-hand corner, click on the Edit button, and when we do, you'll be faced with a familiar editor. And this is similar to in other learning management systems. Some people refer to this as the WYSIWYG box, which stands for what you see is what you get. Canvas calls it the rich text editor. Either way, it's the editor that you use to put items into your page. So if we want to title it, you can do that with text, and maybe we want to make this text bigger. Maybe this says a learning module introduction or something like that, and I'll just go ahead and make this a header. And the familiar options, whether it's bullet points, numbered list, alignment, indentation, are all available here. So that's pretty straightforward. If we'd want to put an image in here, we can go ahead and move our cursor down and click on Embed Image. And in one of the first training videos, we talked about file management and how to put files, resources into the Canvas system. If we look at this Insert Image box and we click on Canvas, that's going to show us our course files, which we created earlier. And I'm just going to go down to Images here and find an image. So I can go ahead and click on an image and go to Update, and it'll place the image in the page. So if you're putting images in your module pages for training purposes, maybe you're putting graphics or charts or something like that, this is one way you can do that. The other thing you can do is you can put a link to a document in here. So if I want to put a link to a Word document in here, I can go ahead and I can go over to Files on the right-hand side, and I can go to one of my module folders where I know there's content, and here's a PDF file. So I can go ahead and do that, and it'll place a link there for me. So now my PDF file is accessible from within this page. And what I can do now is I can go ahead and click on Save and Publish. And what we're going to see next is the beginnings of the page I created. It's not a very pretty page, but you get the idea of how to add content to a page. And if we back out to the modules again, we can see that that page I just created is now in the module where I wanted it. And if I had multiple items, as I showed you before, I could move them around. But that's the basics of how to create a page and how you would use a page in a learning module as an introductory area for the module's learning objectives and the module's instructions. Now, the other thing you can do with pages is you can create a custom landing page for your home page of your course. And the way you can do that is you can go back to home Here's an easy way. And as you know, we've used this module navigation page as the home page in our course. But let's say we want to change that. One way to do that is to just go ahead and go over here to choose home page and then select the home page we want. So we can click on a home page from Pages, and here's a page, Dan's Canvas Workshop. This can be changed if you want. But after you select the page, we can just click on Save, and you'll see that our home page changes over to a page that I've created. And there's several different ways to do that. You can do that from within the home page itself by clicking on the button as I just showed you, or you can go over here to the left-hand side and you can click on Pages, and when you do that, you can click on View All Pages, and you can see every page that you've created in the course, and you can see I have a lot of them here, and you can see this one is now marked as front page. If I'd want to change that to a different one, let's say I want this one, I can go over to this gear, select Use as Front Page, all right, and now when I go back to home, the front page has changed to the new page that I just selected. So those are a couple of different ways to set the home page and a couple of different ways in which you can use pages in your Canvas course.